Years ago, I had a job as an analyst, and every quarter we'd have company-wide meetings where we all come together. And in preparation for these meetings, they'd send heaps of files on email. And we of course had to read them, but print them out so that you come to the meeting with a pack. For my boss, who is male, I had to print for him his documents and prepare a pack for him. And I did this. But when we'd go for these meetings, I realized that I was the only one doing this. My other colleagues, analysts as well, who are male, were not doing this for their bosses in any way. Everybody was responsible for themselves. And I was like, why? Why just me? Yeah, that was years ago, but it still happens today. I've been in meetings where I'm trying to get a point across and it is being opposed for reasons I can't understand. But when another person in the room, a male, says, I hear what Waceke is saying. She is saying this, that, and the other. And all of a sudden, and they even repeat verbatim what it is I was saying. They use my own phrases and it is accepted. So women, these experiences happen, right? And we feel the pinch, we feel the pain. Sometimes we doubt, maybe it's something wrong with me. That's why I'm being made to photocopy. We convince ourselves it's part of the learning experience. Now, imagine how all this translates to women and money. Women face stigma. We face stigma if we earn too much. We face stigma if we earn too little. So if you're finding yourself the financial provider of your home, there's a struggle that you know you go through. If you're finding yourself as a financial dependent of your home, maybe you're a stay-at-home mom, you know there's a struggle you go through. In the nuances of our relationships with our significant other, money plays out. Maybe family wealth was being distributed, family property, and just because you're a woman, you are omitted from the process. You were left out. Your voice was not heard. Maybe you got married, and because you're married, it was figured out that you'd sort yourself out that way. Just because you're a woman, but your brother who's married didn't have to go through the same thing. Yeah? So there's a conversation we need to have about what financially is really going on just because you're a woman. The first examples I gave cast self-doubt on yourself, which will translate to how you will actually deal with money. So we have internal biases within ourselves. We are struggling within ourselves because of everything that is going on just because you're a woman. Do you agree with me that it is time we start talking about it? Let's go beneath the surface and uncover what is going on just because you're a woman. And men, this is not about disputing the role of men in any way. In fact, what I want is to give you a front row seat to what is happening with your mother, your wife, your sister, your daughter, your colleague, the Uber driver who's picked you up, your employee, and so many of the women around you. Because success actually looks like when men and women can actually talk about what goes on beneath the scenes, not just what we're trying to show, and there's a safe space to communicate and partner. So shall we launch this conversation, ladies and gentlemen? Just because you're a woman. Please start telling me. Subscribe, share. What is going on just because you're a woman? What have you noticed is going on with the women around you? What kind of conversations are happening around you? On this platform, this is what we're going to do. We're going to start talking about the things that happen to you, especially with your money, just because you're a woman. So what do I want you to do? First of all, stay tuned. But I also want you to go and those pinch, that pain you've been feeling that you've not been expressing, take a journal and write, what has happened to me just because you're a woman? And I'm inviting you, share it in the way that is safe for you to share. Yeah, share it with us. Tell me, write to me, so that I can unpack it, I can bring more stories, because I can tell you, you are not alone. So let's go down this journey together and see what we will uncover, because it is time we take what is really going on with us more seriously, just because you're a woman. Let's do this.